Hi, Riz. My name is Dejanee. I'll be your social worker.
Hi, Dejanee. Nice to meet you.
I see here that you were referred to me by a school faculty.
Yes.
Before we start, I just want to let you know that this session will be confidential. But if you disclose to me that you have any intentions of harming yourself or harming anyone else, I will have to break that confidentiality. Just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
So, looking at some notes here, I see that you've been having headaches and trouble sleeping.
Yes. That's very true. It's been happening a lot.
Recently, or this has been for a month, weekly? Is it just something that started
I would say it's been about 3 months already.
3 months?
Yes.
Okay, let's explore this. So tell me more about what do you think happens, or what do you notice when you're getting these headaches?
Well, I've noticed that from having all of these headaches and my lack of sleep that I haven't been able to concentrate at school. I'm having a hard time raising my kids.
Okay.
Not so much having a hard time raising them, but I'm not as patient with them. I have three kids. I have an 8-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and a newborn. He's
Okay.
only 3 months. So they definitely keep me busy, and having the newborn definitely hasn't helped me with getting any sleep. I've been losing sleep because of that. And, with just school, I have so much homework to do. I'm in the middle of midterms right now, and then I'm also in the process of applying for the master's program.
Okay.
So I am just overwhelmed. I feel like I'm not putting enough effort in any of the stuff that I'm doing just because I don't know I don't know which direction to go. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if maybe I need help with planning a schedule or work on time management. Like I said, I just don't know. I'm just overwhelmed. I can't think. It just gives me a headache knowing I have so much to do.
Right. So, what I'm hearing is that, you're almost sounding frustrated and maybe even a little lost about all these responsibilities that you have because, you want to be a great mom, but you also want to follow your dreams and be successful.
Right.
Right? So, you know, See, being that you have three kids, I mean, the first thing I want to ask you is, do you have any support? Is there, maybe dad or family or, even friends or outside resources that you can lean on or that you can turn to when you have all these things going on and it gets too much?
Right. Well, I do. I mean, dad's around, and the thing is, he works a lot. He
Okay.
works a lot of double shifts, so he's at work 16 hours a day. So because he's the only one working, which is something else too, because I just lost my job. Now there's more pressure on him to always pick up overtime to make sure that we have, enough funds to pay our bills, to buy food, or what I
Yeah.
mean. And so I don't want to bother him and asking him to help me with the boys because I already feel like he has a big responsibility,
I
you know.
understand.
And I do have my mom and sister who can help me, but the same thing, like I don't want to burden them with my issues or my problems because, for example, my mom, she already takes care of my niece. So
Okay.
I don't want her to watch my three kids and give her more responsibility, especially because she's not young. She's in her 60s, so I'm sure having four kids around is not as easy for her as it was, when she
Yeah.
was younger. And my sister, she's busy with school herself and with work and her own family. So same thing, I don't want to bother her.
Right. You say bother, but I do understand that we all have busy lives, but maybe you still could even just explore, just asking because sometimes family, even though they have a lot going on, they still want to be supportive and help, especially if you're going through a lot. So maybe just extending that question, like would you possibly ever have time just for an extra, an added bonus? You never know.
Right.
Grandma might love to have all her grandkids. You don't know until you ask those questions and take that pressure of feeling like a burden off of yourself because that also could increase, your levels of, possibly anxiety. You feel like you have all these responsibilities. I'm also feel like I'm a burden on everyone else. You said dad is around, but he's working a lot. So you want to make sure that you're not feeling like you're the cause of all these problems. Um, when you're feeling overwhelmed, I mean, do you have any coping techniques that you engage in that make you feel better, help you focus?
Well, before when I did have time, what I would do is I would take walks or go for runs, or I would just take some time and read some
Okay.
of my favorite books. And I felt like that would really help me a lot, especially um, with headaches. For some reason, I noticed that when I would go for a walk, like my headache would go away right away. I don't know if it's because it gave me time to just clear my mind and I don't know, maybe that's what it did. It just helped me clear my mind and it just released that pressure which was causing headaches. But like I said, now I just don't have the time and I haven't been able to do that. I can't even sit down for 5 minutes without having to get up to either help my kids or, do something for school.
Right.
It's just so hard. Like I said, I just don't know what to do. Maybe you can help me with that.
Well, if walking was extremely beneficial for you, but you also said that you don't have time to do that because you're helping your kids, maybe you can join both of them. Maybe make it a family thing. You guys go on a walk, you take your kids, or to go to a park. And while you're watching them at the park, you walk around the park and push baby in the stroller. Maybe that could soothe not only you, but soothe the baby as well. Fresh air is really good for everyone, so I think that that's something that you could possibly engage in, as a family. And I also think that, when you're helping your kids, you need to make sure that you have your time set up, where maybe Monday through Friday, you have a set schedule where you help your kids do homework for this much. And instead of trying to do everything every day, you focus on, completing one task, maybe help your kids and then do, reading or, do one homework assignment. And then on the weekends or when you do have that time for, free time, responsibility free, you can go to a Starbucks or a library and, do your own personal work and homework. If you have like the syllabuses and you know when things is due, so you don't feel that overwhelming feeling every single day. Would that be something that possibly you could engage in with your family and on the weekends with yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And now that you mention it, I think it would definitely help everyone in the family. I didn't even think about it. But like I said, it's just that I've been so overwhelmed that I haven't had time to actually think of what I could do. So
Right.
I really think that that would be helpful for all of us.
Right. And as for your trouble sleeping, I mean, there's so many different options we could explore. Um, if it's, environmental, we could explore, is the lighting in your room causing you not to sleep? Is it the placement of furniture and things that make noise? Um, there's also a lot of holistic remedies. There's teas that can help you. There's aromatherapy and lavender that, are really soothing and calming that can help you sleep through the night. Um,
Mhm.
you know,
I could probably do that. So a concern of mine about my lack of sleep is that I've noticed that as I'm getting older, it's harder for me to get to sleep at
yeah,
night. And I don't know if it has to do with me being a light sleeper or if it has to do with me just getting older or just from all the stress and the feeling of being overwhelmed.
right. So I think, once we begin to explore those other options, we can pinpoint, but also once you begin incorporating those things that you enjoy doing, like walking, exercising at the end of the day, you will feel a little bit tired. Not tired like you can't do anything, but more like you need to rest now. So I think that combining the exercise with the other holistic remedies would ultimately, help you sleep better at night because you'll just be calmer altogether. And I think that'll help you fall asleep as well instead of being like all over the place, chaotic, thoughts racing, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that we can definitely follow this up in a few weeks. And once we, engage with these new techniques, we'll see where you're going and how you're doing. Does that sound like a plan?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, well, thank you, Iris,
Thank
and
you
I
so
will
much,
see you
Susie.
soon.
Alrighty.